I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome to another Valoris Tantibus, Ravenshade. Session 17, Collective Intent. When last we left our party, we found them navigating the River of Doom, headed upstream to who knows what. As they pull themselves from this mechanical beast, they see a myriad of activity. Strange, near-humanoids stalk the perimeter. Perhaps a once majestic underground mountain lost to the sands of time. Buried deep in its sides, they see the remnants of metal and tendril darting out of the side of the mountain. They know not what lie ahead, but as they steel themselves, they know only one thing. They must bring an end to the enslavement of the mind, body, and the very soul of Tantibus and her citizens. Should they prevail, they will leave not as they entered. Nay, the humble bunch of sellsword and mercenary laid to rest. The only way out is to survive, to become heroes. All right. So you guys find yourselves at a little bit of an advantage. When last we had left off, you guys did a wonderful job with the skill challenge. So in that regards, I am going to make sure everybody is rested to full. I've also shared a map.
Yay!
And that's going to become important here as we go over a few minor mechanical things. You feel very odd. At the fringes of your mind, you can feel something always there, something always over your back. You look, there's nothing there, but that feeling, that sensation always sticks with you. In a mechanical sense, a couple things are going to happen. One, if you get critical hit in combat, you will gain a level of exhaustion. If you fall to 0 hit points, you will gain a level of exhaustion. If you fail your death save by 5 or more, you will gain a level of exhaustion. Everybody clear?
That's not good.
Yeah.
There
What
was
was the second
something.
one? I kind of blanked.
What was the second one? If you
hit 0.
if you fall in combat, you will gain a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So pretty much, you sneeze, gain a level of exhaustion.
Got it.
Yeah, there's just something uneasy tearing at your mind. It's affecting your bodies here. Now, because you guys did so well in the skill challenge, you guys will start off as though you guys are stealthed.
Oh, nice.
As you look around you, a couple things. You see a roving patrol moving about. I can't ping the map, but I will throw down a marker here just so we know what we're talking about. It's going to be the wheel icon. Over to the far right side, you see what appears to be very large double doors entering into the side of the mountain. However, down here, you can see what appears to be a small entryway into a cave. Now, the roving patrol here, they kind of patrol, from what you gather, they will kind of come up into here, down into here. Every so often, they will pop in over here. You guys now have the floor. What would you like to do?
So if we're stealthed, it depends on which way we want to go. If we want to go in the main door, we wait until they go past and we move. But if we wanted to go in the side, the small door, we wait. We have to be patient and wait for them to go past and then loop down into the small door.
Correct.
Which, since we're being treated as stealthed because we did good,
Yes.
that might be.
That
a
is
good
why you
plan.
have so much foreknowledge. You were able to just cursorily kind of scout the area. Again, down here seems like a small cave. Up here, large double doors, looks like the main entrance. It is guarded. There are patrols moving about. You are stealth now, but you may not always be so.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the front door is suicide.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I agree.
As a out of character, just point of knowledge for everybody, that sense in the back of our heads, it's like 50-50 if it's an elder brain. If it is, they know we're here.
It feels like this.
Yeah, they know we're here.
Boris gets the distinct impression of wanting to say, I'm not going to worship you. You can stop looking now.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure they know we're here. They, like, generally, but don't know where we are. Which is a benefit, but only a small one.
Well, theoretically, they're not expecting us to go in through the front doors, but I do agree that's probably still suicide, even if they aren't expecting. That's something that blatantly stupid.
I mean, the amount of stupidity we've shown before, they might expect us to come through the front door.
They're just like, oh, come through the front. That's what they've done every
Also,
other
we've
time.
already done front door. We did front door to enter the clerisy.
That's a fair point.
True.
They're probably just like, these guys are going to come in loud and fast.
So I think we probably want to wait for them to go past and then move for the back entrance.
Sounds like it.
Okay,
Well,
that
cave.
seems to be the party consensus. You guys wait patiently for the patrols to kind of move about. Their back is turned to you. Mad dash, stealth, how we doing this?
Probably try to stealth.
Yeah, stealth.
Okay. So, DC is going to be 14. You need to get 50%. So we're looking 3 out of 2 here.
3 out of 6.
Shizuka's not here, so I'm not counting it for or against you.
Oh, wow, that's a lot better than I
If it comes down to it, then we'll see. You've already got 2.
Oh,
You've
that
already got
disadvantage,
3.
Though.
All right.
Oh, so I don't even need to roll, but I'll roll anyway.
So I'm gonna move your guys' characters
Woot.
down here. You can hear the guards have finished their patrols and are starting to move back. Those with high passive perceptions, in this case it's going to be Hal, Makoto, and Shizuka. You hear kind of a lumbering snort coming from this direction, just kind of whatever this thing is, it's breathing so loud that you can pick it up over the whispers of wind in the area.
Shit. It looks like there might be something else there. I'll whisper to everybody, sounds like there's something else there. I don't know if we'll be able to get by it.
It might be sleeping.
Oh.
which would work
But
in
the
our
things are
favor.
coming up behind us. We need to move now.
Yep, you
Yeah,
either
go.
need to move, or you could very quickly send someone to scout while the others hide, or if you're really quick, you may be able to send out there, make a quick decision. What would you guys like to do?
I'd say go forward and hang a left up into the that little alcove. That we
And
don't know
hide?
what's there, but
Is that above or below?
So the brown sort of mountains here, rock formations, those would be elevated. You can't always see over them.
Oh, so it's like a wall.
Correct.
Okay.
so we have no clue that this exists.
Like
But
this?
if we go left,
You have no idea what's around that corner, nor do you know what's over here. But at least you heard something over here.
So like me, Makoto, and Storibari can see like the very entrance of like this.
Yes, the entrance to the cave is a little bit taller than what the rock formation is why you can see it.
Mm-hmm. So I think we send somebody to scout, but like everybody stay close so we can move quickly and quietly if needed.
After you.
All right, I guess I will be the scout, and I'm gonna start moving this way, to see what's in the cave. So like peek around the corner, like waving everybody up, and if it's not clear, I'm gonna wave them into there. Sorry that I'm just using arrows.
Nope,
I
you're
forget
fine.
how to do like
So,
markers.
Just to be clear, the other party is waiting for your signal.
I thought they were like moving up some, but not all the way.
If you wish
So,
to move,
like,
go ahead and prompt to move, and we'll accept.
I was gonna say like to here-ish, so you're not in the line of sight when they come down.
Yeah, that's
And
what
like
I was.
we have a couple seconds to scout, is my thought. Lines all over the place.
Relatively everywhere.
And Muranaka, you staying still? You might be okay.
I'm following.
Okay.
Hal's directions.
Oh, okay.
Where am
So
I?
you're
Oh, there I am. I couldn't see myself.
so yeah, I'm stealthing ahead of the party to take a look around the corner,
Okay.
and see what's in there.
Perfect. Here's what's going to happen. First off, let's roll initiatives.
We've been spotted.
Not necessarily.
It's just for timing of the guys coming south, I believe.
How?
At least theoretically. Yeah.
Where's the
You-
initiative on this one? Sorry.
Center of your character sheet,
Middle.
roughly.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Middle of the main tab.
Oh, and I think I have a +1 from somebody gave me a.
Oh yeah, so it's a 15. So if you click on the little
Hold
magnifying
control
glass,
and scroll up.
if you click on the magnifying glass next
Got
to
it.
AC, initiative, etc., you can put in a miscellaneous of +1.
Okay.
That's how I had done it.
Thank you for the tips and tricks. How?
Mm-hmm.
You will not be surprised.
Okay.
The rest of your group will have the surprise status, as well as a couple of these other characters. When you round that corner, this large troll who's eating some sort of, I don't know, local plant life is just grumbling because he apparently does not like the taste. He turns over and sees you. Let me roll initiative on these bad dudes. Initiative. Done. Is everybody familiar with how surprise works in 5e?
You can take no actions, basically.
So when your turn
You
comes
can't
up in
take
combat,
reactions
correct.
until your turn's over.
That is correct. But essentially, half the party kind of lost a turn, but can get some reactions here. Hal, you have the highest initiative. You get to go first.
Ooh. Do I have crazy high passive perception? Do the two Quaggoths in the little alcove see me or no?
You think that you've got the jump on them. They are not looking in that direction. But if that troll makes a sound...
Okay. I'm moving to the troll.
Understood.
And I am just unloading punches, and I'm gonna stunning strike until it's stunned.
Fair enough. It's a wise strategy.
Alrighty, so I need to target attack number 1.
Oh, and you find Purchase. He's
Okay.
mid. As he looks over you, he sees nothing but a streak as you run up. Quarterstaff.
And then let me open up stunning strike.
Loud sound.
So
Oh, nice.
Attack number 2.
Oh, and you find
Okay.
purchase.
Let me roll my damage. Stunning strike. Fuck.
Success. He's a hardy boy.
And I'm gonna hit again with my unarmed. Okay. And stunning strike again.
Oh, just burning through
rolling
those
well.
resources. It's
And
just
I'm
like
gonna flurry.
every hit just rolls off his flesh. Oh, and that crit though. That crit.
Okay. Crit.
Oh, bringing him into heavy
on.
damage.
Come on. Yes.
Oh, you're like shoulder, rib cage, fuck it, throat.
It's 5 key down.
Whew. You spent 6 there, just FYI.
I unspent 1 by
Oh, okay.
accident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
No problem. So, I would say that you turn this into a very good position for you and your allies. Anything else?
And then I'm going to, since he can't react, I'm going to move over here. I only move 20 feet, so I can easily move that.
Okay.
And let everybody know, because I still have the earring that's wide broadcasting to at least the people who have them.
Excellent.
One enemy has seen us. It's stunned. Move quickly and quietly. There's 2 more that haven't. And that's my turn. I will end.
Okay. The Quagoth up in the other just starts to turn and doesn't really notice anything out of the ordinary. You can hear in Undercommon, it's kind of laughing to its friend about how Big Meaty over there is choking on the bits again. Well played. Troll, of course, loses his turn to stun as he's grabbing at his throat, just looking at you. Makoto. Okay, you've got the message in from Hal, however, it just came so suddenly you can now take reactions, however, you're going to lose your turn. Muranaka, same thing. Roth 2 is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boris, similar situation.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Richter.
Hello, Shizuka.
Finally.
Boris, you can take reactions, but again, you had the surprise status. Lose your turn. Do not pass go. Do not pass go.
Oh. Do not pass go? Wait,
There.
I missed something in there.
So,
You're surprised.
yes, in the surprise round,
Okay.
you can't do anything until your turn comes up into initiative. When it does, at that point, you can take reactions, but you still don't get a turn until next round.
Right. Okay, so I
Do nothing.
do nothing.
Quagoth up in the other one kind of slaps his buddy on the back. And Shizuka, who has now joined us, same situation. You guys were kind of taken off. You guys were surprised, essentially. So you can now take reactions, lose a turn. Suibari, same thing.
Wait,
Next round
I
of
didn't
combat.
even get to.
You were surprised because I ran into an enemy that we thought were sleeping, but was paying
Yeah,
attention.
I was gonna ask a question real quick.
What's that?
So, could I use like a what is considered a? Let me pull that thing up. Damn it. Okay.
If it's a bonus action, no.
So I can't use. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right.
But you can now freely use your reactions in combat. Hal, it is back up to you. So far, it doesn't seem like any alarm has been sprung. Quite fortuitous.
I am going to. If it's not down this turn, or stunned again. We're kind of fucked. I I guess I'm gonna move back in.
I can throw a fireball.
Yeah.
That's not stealthy at all.
I mean,
so
we're kind
I'm
of
gonna-
that ship might be sailing right now.
Yeah, hopefully those other guys had turned back around. And I'm swinging again.
Okay. Swing for the fences. And a strike.
Oh, and I have
You should have
advantage.
yeah,
because
you
he
should
should
have
be stunned.
Sorry, that's my fault. Or
I'll
Well,
roll
kind of
again.
it's kind of Hal's fault
Yeah.
for not applying the stun.
I always forget that I have to hit the
How
button.
dare
I thought
you.
It applies it. I thought it applies it automatically.
automatically.
No, that's the Unity version.
Gotcha.
Here's hoping.
Okay. So I'm gonna just roll it again to see what happens.
Oh, that crit. Roll that damage. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. You
Second swing.
fuck him again in the face.
Is he stunned, or should I just give myself advantage?
He
He doesn't have the status, is what I was asking.
apply it to him.
No, I'll just because it'll then make it last until next turn.
That's fine. Then just click the advantage button.
I just clicked advantage.
Oh, another
Okay.
hit. Can you fell this guy? Ooh, he's now in critical
strike.
status. Can he do it? Oh, mama. Pretty decent damage. He's hanging on by a thread.
Flurry of blows. Spend another key.
Oh, and you barely hit. You hit. Oh, my God. Hal may just have saved all your bacons.
And I am going to spend the rest of my movement to just slip into the cave
Okay, understood.
and say, "Troll is down. Somebody burn it with a torch or something as you go by."
All right, let's see what happens here. The two Quaggoths in the cubby up here are just rolling, laughing at each other, not paying any attention to the troll that was just felled in their backyard. Makoto,
Is there
that's
a
the
map
move
I
you
can
want to
look
make?
at for this?
Let me redo it real quick.
It's called Mind Flayer
Nation.
One word, no space.
Yeah, that is the move I want to do.
Okay. As you slink around the side of this rocky outcropping, you see Hal dart into this cave.
Well, it was a troll.
By the way, Atherin, I'm pretty sure he has 3 levels of exhaustion as well, in case he gets back up.
That's not how that works.
I crit him 3 times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's... You just
So 4, because you brought him down to 0.
bludgeoned him to death.
Yeah. If we get him 2 more levels of exhaustion, he's dead.
Well, guess.
Oh, there you go.
Guess what? He's about to auto fail death save.
Okay.
Do I even need to roll damage?
You don't need to roll damage, but is the cantrip? It's a cantrip, right? Is it verbal?
Yeah, cantrip. Uh oh. Yes.
I'm just asking because it may become relevant.
Yeah, it does have a verbal component.
Now keep in mind, Hal was slugging away at the fences, large kind of fox and that sort of thing. But words are a little more, I don't know, easily recognizable.
They might notice a fire. too.
Your hair stands up on the back of your neck for just a moment, but nothing happens.
I mean, to be fair, we have to set the troll on fire.
Muranaka, it is your turn.
What's this you guys are saying about the troll on fire?
As everyone's like, shh.
Well, I'm being quiet
Yeah,
about
no.
it.
Where's this troll?
Where's this
What would you like to do, Muranaka?
Troll is already on fire. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, troll's on fire. I'm just be like, holy crap, Hal. Remind me to never make you angry.
Hal is fucking scary when he wants to be. And there's the cops.
All right. Did you want to try
I'm
to
just gonna
tuck around the corner?
Well, if I'm moving stealthily, I have to move at half my speed. So there. But then I can dash and move another 20 feet. I'm gonna get right up next to Makoto here.
Okay.
Sneaky deaky. And I'm just gonna try and stay silent.
Okay, understood. All right, these guys gonna do a little looky poo, listen poo. They walk up and start to round the corner. Does anybody in this central group here speak Undercommon?
No.
No.
Okay, so they're just kind of muttering away to themselves. They start to look in your guys' direction. And then they stop and have a short conversation again and turn back on patrol. Quite fortuitous. Boris.
Boris lets out a breath he's been holding.
A small squawk fills the air.
And he's going to move his sorry ass around the corner as post haste.
Okay.
I had another 5 feet, according to the measurement. Okay, cool.
All right. These guys have been on point. Oh, did you have another action?
No, I'm not risking anything else.
Okay. So that was one. They're going to move back this way. 3's turn. If anyone were looking, if they looked in this direction, they would spot you for sure. But they were just laughing and having a good time. The other one had bet the one that they couldn't find a big nasty mushroom to see if they couldn't feed it to his friend since he enjoyed the first one so much. Shizuka.
Shizuka has no idea what's going on. So
We are inside Mind Flayer territory, and we are trying to sneak into this cave.
Stranger danger.
She's going to walk over like slowly and just like cuddle behind this thing.
Okay, so you try to move, hide behind that. That brings us up to Studi Body.
All right. All right. I am going to move. So there.
Okay. Excellent. Everyone's intent is to pop into this cave.
Yeah.
All right. So since you're last in the round, so you're going to hear this little bit coming from, use this marker, up in here around where the main gate was. You can hear a voice. As you all slink into the cave.
I've definitely got my hands on people's backs, pushing them forward.
Absolutely. Great job mitigating this first fight. I know how you spent a lot of resources here, but you potentially saved a lot of damage in coming to the party. More importantly, they still don't know exactly where you're at. Great job. All right, let's bring up map number 2.
I like that they have a PA system.
Oh, it's not a PA.
I know, but
This map, you guys can close the other one if you want. This map may be big, but we're only going to use a small portion of it right now.
okay.
I am definitely going to share that we are being tracked once we're clear of that space.
You guys duck inside the cave, but you can see that it has been shaped. Smooth, polished stone kind of lines the floor. You can see several like magical sconces on small pillars lining the sides of the room, just providing barely enough light to fill this room with dim light. You can see some rock and debris that has fallen on the floor. In this area in the back, grab another token here, you see a large ornate metal door. Standing center, you see a single kind of raised pedestal. It is very ornate. It seems to be carved out of some sort of bone or ivory. Let's throw some tokens down here.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that's probably important.
Yeah, I definitely want to investigate that, or whatever kind of check. I want to look at it.
I would have spent basically the round where everybody else was coming in, just doing like a cursory glance to scout for us. See what I can see.
All right.
See if there's hostiles.
So how you poke around, you seem to be the only living inhabitants here in this room. It's maybe 20, 30 foot to the entryway of this cave, but it very quickly turned into something man-made. It is definitely a kind of a sculpted space. As for its purpose, you don't know.
Okay.
I heard a few people wanted to check out the pedestal in the center.
Yes.
Okay. As you look upon the pedestal, it's roughly just above your midriff or so. It is roughly, we'll say, about 2.5 foot wide. In the center, you can see just kind of smooth, polished ivory with the almost that faint flicker of magic upon it.
Do I see any markings on it, or?
Investigate.
Okay. I did okay.
Yeah, you did pretty good. So as you're kind of studying this, you can see some, you would recognize them as being similar to arcane kind of runes scribed into the side. You do notice on the top, there is a very fine layer of, it's not exactly dirt, it's some sort of kind of dust. Except for the center. It looks like either something has been placed here or something kind of manipulates it. Roughly not exactly the shape of a hand.
Okay. Let's see, can I tell anything about the room?
The room?
Runes along. You said there are runes around it.
Although you can make an Arcana check, however, it's not exactly. Make it a disadvantage.
Sure. Oof.
It appears again. It's unlike any arcane runes that you have seen before. Almost otherworldly.
Okay. So, is there? How about those pedestals? Do they look with the light? Are there anything on them?
You can find a few arcane sigils on them. It seems to be what is providing the power, the light in this room. They glicker, they flicker. Think of like, not like a flame, like sparks of energy, electricity.
Okay. All right, guys. Not sure what's going on with this thing. It looks like somebody touched it recently, I think.
Yeah, the very top of it. That is, as it is flat and smooth.
I wonder. And Shizuka actually starts putting her hand over it.
Over it? Just to clarify, yes, over it? Going once?
I think we lost her.
Just do it.
So you place your hand...
Correction!
What?
I did not place my hand on it.
That's why what I asked. You place your hand over it.
And you weren't responding, or we couldn't
I
hear you.
replied in my 3 times.
I'm sorry it didn't come
It's
through.
not our fault.
It didn't come through.
God damn, I hate Discord.
It's not.
As you
It's
place...
not Discord because it.
As
only
you
happens
place
to
your
you.
hand a few inches above this pedestal, you can feel the magic start to radiate and swirl in the center. A few moments go by. Nothing happens, but that magic just kind of swirls there at the base, as though you've just barely scratched the surface or tapped into its potential.
Computer.
I think we gotta touch it.
Do I see any exits to this room
Yes.
before we go touching random things?
Okay.
The to the north, you see a
wheel.
large ornate door that appears to be metal.
Okay. Does it have like a handle or something, or no?
It has no handle, and you don't see, at least at a cursory glance, any way to open the door, either inwards or outwards.
Computer, open door.
Alright, she'll just like tell everyone to back up real quick. She's gonna do something stupid.
Hey, is a triangle guy just decoration, or is there something going on?
That's just part of the map. Ignore it.
Gotcha.
So there's not a man
In-
inside 2 triangles.
In
there.
no way will he come up to attack you.
Hang on.
And Shizuka just sighs like, oh whatever, and just puts her hand on it, and just like tries focusing.
You place your hand upon the pedestal. The glimmering spheres start to light up with magical energy. Shizuka, you don't need to make any save. As the door to the north, you can see in 3 distinct spots, making like a triangle. One at the north, one at the southwest, one at the southeast. Some sort of arcane sigils appear on the door.
She just turns around. Do you guys want to get a better look at those? I think I have to keep my hand on this thing to keep them lit.
Do we see him too?
Yes, everyone in the room can see those sigils light up on the door.
Do they look similar to the ones on the pet?
You couldn't just kind of pick them out, but they look similar, yes.
Okay.
So my eyes have just been drawn here.
Okay.
What?
That's not on the map. Just
That was
ignore it.
triangle, man.
It's not actually there.
He will
Okay.
in no way pop up to attack you.
Well, considering that we've asked twice now, that would be a dickish thing for you to do.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I missed half of what was said.
So
I'm just
Shizuka had placed her hand upon the pedestal in the middle, it started to glow with an arcane power. The spheres in the room started to fill with the static sort of discharge, increasing the light in the room from dim to normal. However, on the door to the north, there are 3 spots where arcane runes appear. One to the top, one to the southwest, one to the southeast on the door. Oops.
I'm gonna touch southwest.
Okay. Describe to me how you touch it. You're kidding.
Nervously, I'm going to reach out and just lay my palm. Is it floating in the air or on the door?
It is on the door. You place
Then, yeah.
your hand on the sigil in the southwest, and you don't just kind of slap it and pull your hand away.
No, I hold it there and see if it drags.
It doesn't seem to do anything when you press your hand on it. Shizuka, you can feel a little bit more energy in the pedestal. Not a ton, but enough, and the lights will flicker just a little bit.
Makoto will shrug and touch another sigil.
Which sigil?
So wait,
Bottom right.
Okay. I'm going to position you guys as such.
Well, it's either going to unlock the door or explode. Let's see.
third person to finish the circuit.
Do we have a third volunteer?
Muranaka will volunteer.
Okay.
He just wants to fit in.
I'm just keeping watch, ready to act if anything hostile shows up.
Okay. Muranaka. You place the last hand upon the sigil. Shizuka, you feel a rise of energy in the pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the door kind of shift, mechanical sounds. That's not the one I wanted. Muranaka, Suibari, Makoto, wisdom saves.
Oh no. I probably should have done it.
It's okay, I'm good at this. You want him in the bucket or?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, come on. The one thing I'm good at.
Okay.
Okay,
I've
I
got
need
a
to
good
know
bonus
if I
on
fail.
that. My bonus is good. My rolls are shite.
Okay. Magic starts to surge through your bodies. Does anyone want to use any sort of inspiration, bend luck, or anything to modify these rolls?
I will use my inspirations. One of my inspiration on Makoto. My other inspiration, and I will bend luck.
You cut out after Makoto.
Inspiration on Makoto and I believe Muranaka, and then bend luck on Suibari.
Sorry, Bari. Yeah. Do you know how bend luck works?
I forget. I think we talked about it.
You have to
D4?
roll a d4 and add it to your save.
Okay. Oh,
So 14. Makoto. And then we've got Muranaka.
What's with our identical ass rolls?
I don't know.
I'm just copying you.
That is quite strange. But you guys are wanting to know what the hell just happened, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember how to do the spinny roll.
Now,
Don't mind me.
a couple things are indeed going to happen. Muranaka, you got above a 20. You save outright. You feel the magics wash over you. However, Suibari, Makoto, you feel your body start to rend and transform into some sort of shape, a shape that your party might recognize. And they look a lot like Tyrannosauruses. Suibari, Makoto, you guys are now entitled to an intelligence save, which I will save using the stats of the velocity of the T-Rexes. Oh no. I think they have poor intelligence. Oh no. All of a sudden in your guys' head, you feel this overwhelming sound saying, roll initiatives.
Wait, do we all hear that, or just the two of them?
Just the two of them.
Damn, I was gonna not move.
Just stand still.
I will roll for the monsters.
Oh, then ignore my.
And this is gonna be fun. Not initiative, NPCs. Okay, so here's how it's gonna work mechanically. Makoto, you're gonna be the one here on the right. Suibari, you're gonna be the one here on the left. I'm just gonna move your tokens out of the way. You are compelled. Dominate monster. You can choose to either roleplay this out and nom on your friends, or I can certainly do so. Hal, however, you have the initiative.
Hal, if you can stun one, I can take care of the other.
Do I know that these are not? They are.
You
are
saw
they
them
acting
transform
aggressively?
into it, and you know exactly what happened. It's as though something tapped deep into your psyche and pulled out your oldest trick and used it against you.
But they're acting aggressively towards
Oh,
us.
yes, they're going to eat the fuck
No,
out of you.
I was just checking that, like, I know that, and that I'm not thinking that, oh, they're fine, kind of thing.
You have no doubts about your lack of safety at the moment.
Okay. So issue, Shizuka, is that I don't have very much key left.
I can bend lucky at once.
All right. So I'm gonna start by attacking the one right in front of me, and hope I can break him out of it. So the other issue is I'm pretty sure they have really good con.
That they do.
A +4.
Yeah, but that's
That's good, I know.
it's really good.
Dominate
Actually,
monsters is a really high level spell.
Yeah.
I can't believe they had this in these glyphs of warding.
Fucking fuck. All right, I'm gonna swing again.
Oh, and you connect. Just battering this this T-Rex away as it's just licking its lips.
Oh, fucking hell. And then I'm gonna unarmed strike.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Understood. Shizuka, it is now your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
She's going to turn to the one that Hal was not attacking.
Okay. T-Rex 1.
She's going to point at it. Down, please. Polymorph did not roll for some reason. There we go.
Okay, that's really funny.
You are now a sheep.
Did you just polymorph the polymorph?
Yeah.
So, you
You
point...
could have polymorphed me to person.
First, we're going to roll to see if it went wild.
I hope it does.
It does not. You point
Okay.
your finger. All your efforts. You incant the spell. It has no effect.
Oh, that's bullshit. Even on a 1. Even on that low.
It's as though it's already polymorphed. And the source has much greater magic potential. Perhaps one day, you too will have it. As the hairs on the back of your neck start to rise, what else would you like to do?
Thinking. And Moan's within 10 feet of me, so she's just going to look at the thing that caused this problem in the first place. She's going to quicken spell Shatter it, cast Shatter on it.
Okay, what's the radius?
10 feet.
And it bursts outwards from 10 foot?
Yep.
Yep, and a cone? Okay. Let me make it... It gets a saving throw, right? What's the DC?
It's an organic.
Are you doing against the pedestal or the dinosaur?
The pedestal. She's just gonna break it.
Shatter. I'll pop it up here just real quick. Okay, non-magical objects get worn. It's going to get a base save because it is a magical object. It is going to fail. Roll your damage. Nice. The pedestal
Not the T-Rex, but the pedestal
is completely destroyed. The orbs on the sides start to dim out. You have gone from normal light to dim light, and they will continue to diminish. Anything else?
And nah.
T-Rex 2, Makoto. You have a bite and a tail. Again, if you want to roleplay this out, by all means. If not, I will take the wheel.
Bring it.
Well, you know, the funny thing is I still have these on my character sheet.
What's that? Oh, T-Rex?
T-Rex attacks.
It's been so useful that we just kept them around.
I don't think
I'm
it's
sorry.
targeting anyone.
It was targeting Hal.
I don't see it. Maybe I have to do this.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm sorry.
Ow.
I'm sorry, Hal.
It's fine.
Okay.
Also, I think you're grappled.
I get
bite
a
or-
strength save, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. And yes, that was a bite.
I don't know what the DC is, but I think I made it.
I think you made it.
You did make it. As the T-Rex comes in for a mighty bite, you take the brunt of it, but with your strong arms kind of wrench the mouth aside as you're left bleeding. Boris, take note. Lots of damage going out.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
And then for the multi-attack, I'm sorry.
The tail has to be on a
Or
different
not.
target.
Yes, I know.
Oh no! Dang it, that just barely hits me.
28 points of damage as the tail flips around.
Oh, choose.
And yeah, it's 17 for the record. Hal, so you totally made that.
All right. Anything else?
I would move, but I appear to be surrounded.
You are boxed in, but your intelligence is not that high.
Well, I can't move the token, so for the sake of convenience, I'm just gonna stay right there.
Duly noted. Boris.
Hal
Hal and Muranaka just got mauled, and you know they've got one more coming up. If you guys don't do something, this is not looking good.
Okay, first I'm moving up. Second, you know what, we're going Hail Mary. Hopefully. And I'm casting Dispel Magic upon T-Rex 1.
What level?
hoping to rend at least some kind of enchantment off of them.
What level?
At 3, because I'm imagining anything that has been cast on them is probably way higher than 5.
Fair enough. Okay, dispel magic. Not
So there's
dispel.
no point.
Alright, dispel magic.
There we go.
Alright. DC check here. Let's give it a good old roll. And you said 3rd level, correct? Just double checking.
Yeah, I am casting at 3rd level.
Okay. You went big. But what does Mama always say?
Don't be a bitch.
Don't
Go
up.
big or go home?
No, don't up.
Did you talk about?
That's what Barrett says.
If you ain't first, you last.
You stand your ground. Cast your spell.
Why?
As it washes over this T-Rex.
See, I couldn't even see what you rolled, so I wouldn't even know if I could up you or not.
I rolled it. It was a 2. But technically it's a 3rd level spell. It automatically fails.
What?
Oh.
Why?
It's polymorph. So polymorph ends.
Well, because there's 2 spells on them, though. Because there's the...
Any
Sorry,
spell of
let me rephrase that. It because he cast it at... Because the spell polymorph was not 3rd level, it doesn't fail. So that
Okay,
portion of it,
So I'm still a T-Rex. Is the
that is
point.
correct. And you're
'Cause I
very
have
fond
that
of
that
it.
is a very fucking confusing.
Yeah, you said that.
I said it
in a
as
way
how a
that was
DM
confusing.
thinks. The first sentence failed.
Let me make sure that I'm thinking of this right. I have to match a roll which is 10 plus the spell's level with a d20.
That is
Yes.
correct, and I
With
had rolled
a
it too.
wisdom check.
Wisdom check. A d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay, so I basically have average 14 versus what I assume to be probably average 16, average 18. Or 16 or 18 to push past, 'cause I don't
Polymorph on
polymorph is-
3 targets.
Yeah, even if you had a +5, you weren't in the ballpark.
Okay, well, that is my turn.
All right, Muranaka, you just got slapped by a tail. You gonna take this?
Yeah. I'm just gonna lie down and I'm gonna take it.
Tsunade, fight for me.
Since I'm done today. I'm just
Makoto,
gonna
when
take
you
a nap.
do your tail attack, make sure you untarget me.
I need to actually.
I did.
Oh, it still did the damage to me.
Yeah. It did 34 damage, dude.
No. It had me at a wound of 50.
Okay, I got it targeted. It took me a while.
Okay.
First off, Murnock says, "Holy crap!" And then, almost immediately, instead of pulling out his bow, pulls out his short swords, his katanas.
Okay.
Uh,
Your Daisho.
I don't know. I'm not weeb enough. And anyone that looks at him can kind of see he's got like this sort of determination in his eyes as he is ready to kill, as it were. So here is the first attack.
Oh, it's a hit.
Whoops, that's the longbow. Don't want to roll that.
slice into its hide.
The second attack.
Also a strike. Nice. 2 quick gashes.
And Muranaka will spin around and slice once more with his short swords.
Also finding purchase.
And that was my bonus action.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm just gonna move right here.
Technically you're still in this threatened square, so it's fine. He can still. They've got a reach of 10.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
My main issue was that thing just whapped me with its tail.
Oh, I can still.
And
reach.
there's the other one over there.
Guess what? You're still in range of its tail.
Both
Yeah,
of
I
them
know.
for sure.
Oh, I know.
You might get that pinball action here in a second. Anything else?
I don't think I had anything else.
All right. Suibari,
Yeah, that's it.
you lick your lips. You see a couple juicy targets. Would you like to roleplay this out, or do you want me to take over the wheel?
I'll let you do it so we can move it along a little quicker. 'cause
No
I don't have
problem.
this.
Oops, that is not the dinosaur. Get out of my way. It moves into position to strike the juicy Shizuka. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, mother? I see what you're doing, Suibari, and I don't like it. That's okay, Murnock is laughing at me. He's getting a tail.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Bludgeoning damage coming in hot. 22 points. Ugh! You get smacked by one tail. You slash, smacked by the other one.
That's it. I'm cutting off all these tails. I don't care if it is actually Makoto.
Hal, we're back to the top of the order.
I'm gonna keep swinging, I guess.
Al, can you attack? Can you move? Or not? Too late. Well, I hope you don't mind a migraine for
I
the
can
next turn.
still move.
Yeah, you can
Please
attack
do.
me.
I can move after I attack.
5e.
Please do.
You can move, attack, move, attack, move.
Where am I moving to?
Away from.
The
Away from
explosion.
where-
So like here.
Oh, you meant disengage.
No, not disengage. You can still keep punching. Like, just need to be out of the range for a spell.
Okay. I'm gonna swing again. Okay, I guess I hit.
Oh, yes, you did.
And I'm gonna unarmed strike now, I guess.
Another quarter step, punch, fucking dog.
Peter, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now that it's too late, I don't know why you didn't do patient defense.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that either.
You gotta save it for those stunning strikes.
I am really low on ki. Speaking of, I am gonna do a stunning strike.
Okay.
See if it
I
happens.
pray for you guys that this is successful.
Fuck.
Ben, what?
To be fair, Hal.
What is the?
On my
what is
turn,
your
I wanted-
DC? Al,
My
15?
DC is 15.
Yeah, even if even if you rolled a 4, that
Yeah,
would.
bend luck wouldn't help.
Yep.
To be fair, on my turn, I wanted to try and knock him prone. But then I kind of looked at the whole +7 to damage thing, and I thought maybe they've got a ton of strength.
Yeah, you're
Because
pretty
it's a mother effing T-Rex.
So this party fully well knows the capability of these creatures.
Muranaka doesn't.
And that's true.
I mean, he got hit by the tail twice, but
I guess I'm still finding out.
You're very quickly learning. He's very quickly learning.
Yeah. They have a strength of 25.
Shizuka, it is your turn.
Shizuka's gonna back up, like behind Hal. Not behind Hal, behind Boris, and How do I form a radius circle?
It is control. No, what is it?
Control, and both mouse buttons.
Ah, yeah.
Both mouse buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How big of one do you need?
20 feet.
Where do you want it centered?
Morinaka, how good's your intelligence right now?
My what?
You
Not
also-
great. It's about where it always is.
Can you? Because it's a 20-foot radius that affects everything inside it. So
What?
effectively, these are my targets, and unfortunately, Morinaka is in there as well.
That is true, and so is Boris.
That's why I specifically moved it upward so it doesn't target Boris.
So you could probably move it here.
Yeah.
Is it fireball?
So, no,
Confusion.
it's here's the thing. I didn't have confusion. My pet did.
Oh.
I have something that's a bit worse.
Uh-oh.
Confusion.
Confusion.
Meta magic, careful spell on Morinaka. So Morinaka, you now have an advantage for this.
He auto saves.
Oh, he auto saves?
Careful spell you just designate if somebody saves.
Okay, so yeah, Morinaka, you're not affected by this. So
Yay.
That's why you just careful spell fireball me.
but this, I'm actually going to do something else.
Okay. Oh, that's a good spell.
What's what?
One succeeded, one did not.
How
That
the
is-
hell did one succeed with a -2?
What?
-4.
Synaptics.
But it rolled an 18.
Yeah, -4.
Oh, that one has a.
That other one was a con save for a stunning strike.
Oh.
Oh, I got you.
You
The other
didn't,
one didn't save for some reason.
you didn't target both.
Yeah, you're only targeting one.
Okay, let me wipe that then. So
I mean-
that is which one is T-Rex 1?
The left?
The left.
Which already failed. So
You
just
can also
target the one on the right.
You can also hover over it, and it'll
So
tell you
here-
the name.
T-Rex 2 is also subject to this roll, to this attack.
And it also
Alright, they both
failed.
So this is the damage they're taking.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Make sure you target both.
We'll just I'll manually apply it. So 26.
Now, for your next turn, if you do anything in regards to attacking or that requires a con save, roll a d6.
Oh, they'll
Roll your
attack.
action.
They'll take the damage. You have no
Roll your-
worries.
No, it's not. It's more than that. They roll their action, subtract that d6 results,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is a good spell.
and this lasts for a minute.
1 minute. Awesome.
Subtract that
Also-
number from rolls. All attacks. Attack rolls, ability checks, as well as con saves.
Yes, very,
To maintain, but only to maintain concentration.
very, very good use of spell. Shizuka, on your last turn, you had destroyed the pedestal.
Yep.
The light in this room is going to dip precariously low. You guys are on the cusp of dim light. Next round, it's lights out. However, T-Rex 2.
Wait, did you say dim light?
Yeah, you guys are in dim light.
Is, yeah.
Well, let me check something about this.
Next
And
turn
you
it's
even
dark.
see in dim?
Yes.
I can.
But does that ability translate over?
No,
No.
it's a class ability.
I'm double checking with dim light. Lightly obscured. Lightly obscured is disadvantage on perception. Okay. That's it. Okay, so still normal attack roll. Sorta. Alright, so -1. Sorry, Hal.
It's fine. It happens.
The bite comes in.
Yeah, it happens.
Ooh.
I should have done patient defense.
Okay. 24 points of damage.
Yeah,
Are you grappled?
Let me do a strength save. I'm grappled.
You are grappled.
You are indeed.
That's not good.
So we'll throw that effect on you here as the T-Rex picks up Hal in his mighty jaws.
Hey, on that attack, did you take the 6 off?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that roll was. I rolled a 1 and then I
One.
did a -1.
So it was only a 19.
Oh, it's a
but-
D6. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I was
my
confused.
AC is only
Okay.
17.
And that's why I rolled the 3 there. So my next roll is -3.
Gotcha.
I'm doing it in reverse order, so
The good news
it
is,
calculates right.
because Hal is...
learned how to avoid the tail.
Good job. Because Hal is filling up the mouth cavity of this large beast, it can no longer bite.
Oh,
And we
lost Catherine.
What? Where'd I go?
Okay, you're back.
Cut out for a second.
Oh,
Somewhere
Filling up
magical.
the cavity
Just-
of this large.
large beast, it can no longer bite.
Yeah.
You've got it just where you want it.
But it can also just do damage to me without an attack.
Yeah, I was good. Well, no, I can still do the bite attack. It just has to target Hal.
Right.
Oh, that's
That's the other good news. Boris.
Hello.
Sure.
Hal is bleeding inside this giant T-Rex's mouth. Muranaka has gotten bludgeoned several times. Shizuka nearly got bit.
I'm gonna say focusing on Hal is probably the best idea at the moment.
Nah, he's fine.
As far as
No, he's got that ring, remember?
Nope. No, I don't right now.
Make the hurdy.
unfortunately, it's kind of impossible for me to cure your wounds because you're up in the air,
Why?
and I can't super easily hit touch. for
You
cure.
can fly.
You have
Right.
wings, you're a bird. Motherfucker.
No, I can't get to him. Oh wait, I
Damn
can
it.
fly.
It's been a long week. Okay, I'm gonna fly up to Hal.
Makoto.
You fly by wing
I
slap.
can fly.
Yes, Boris. Yes.
We
you
have
can.
horses?
Dang it, Boris.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go fly up and cure Hal.
No problem. And you can even return back to your spot if you want.
Wow, I've got such a long fly speed.
Hell, I was gonna say, why are you backflipping? In some distance, you can fly.
Wins. Here, take one of these.
Oh,
Yo.
nice. Nice.
Oh,
It's almost
I
as
suddenly feel
though,
much better.
Boris, it's almost as
Just print
though
screen that.
you are in the presence of the divine here. Your power seems amplified, at least just for this moment. Never before have you been so close to your god.
I feel the power, and I'm not sure which one it is, so I'm actually kind of worried.
I have the power.
Oh, I'm not sure because it's probably an abomination.
Are you standing there or are you gonna fly back?
I'm gonna fly a little bit.
I mean, to be fair, if you stay airborne, I can't exactly attack you right now.
He can't bite you, so there's that.
there. Also, I somehow moved the lamp.
He's gonna give you the pickle.
I moved the lamp. I was gonna back away, but
Can I do the pickle?
It sounds fun to me.
I'm worried. What in the hell is this pickle?
Monster Hunter.
Have you ever played Monster Hunter?
No.
Have you heard of Devil Joe?
No.
Have you ever beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Is it how completely in your mouth?
Unfortunately, however, it's Muranaka's turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to ask the party who's actually paying attention to Muranaka right now.
I'm not.
I am.
I am
Why
in
do you
the
think
mouth of a large T-Rex.
Why do you think I designated you as the safe target?
Alright, so Shizuka, as you're looking at Muranaka, you can see almost like this red glow in his eyes, this fixed determination as he lets out a single breath. And then there's a sweet, just whirlwind of blades. Where is it? Is it called? Yes, this is what it's called.
Oh, damn.
Let's see. Actions. Let's see, I get 5 temp HP from that.
I wish I had that loaded up. Yo!
So against T-Rex 2. Wait, I gotta press the advantage button. Press the advantage!
Make sure you roll your damage before rolling additional attacks. In
Yes.
case it dies.
Wow, terrible.
Slice.
Second attack.
Dice. There we go. Death
it
by
down?
1,000 cuts. No, not yet.
Oh, okay. So here's
Blood is just dripping off this thing. Another slice. Another dice.
Dang it, these aren't rolling at advantage.
You gotta
Roll.
click the advantage button every time.
Ah.
Yeah, you have to unfortunately click it every
That's
time.
dumb.
Although I'd prefer if you didn't crit me.
However, just for the sake of it, roll it 4 more times just to see if you get any crits.
Okay.
God damn it.
Just the 3, because
Okay, 2 more
That
times.
one I did advantage for some reason.
Because dying.
oh yeah, because it's dying.
Oh.
So you got an 11 and a 19.
Roll
Neither
one more
of them
time just in case.
or 11 and 8.
Okay, roll one more. Not one more.
No crits, we don't
none
have
of
to
those
worry
were
about it.
crits.
Exceeded by 2. T-Rex, 2. Poofs out.
I take 2 damage,
You
right?
take 2 damage, and you are now in this. Roll me initiative.
And then I use my bonus action to, let me double check. Yeah, Fighting Spirit is a bonus action, so never mind.
Given the amount of attacks you just made, that makes sense.
Makoto, you can act at the next cycle.
Aww.
Nah.
I'm free.
So this whirling dervish of blades just rip into this T-Rex, and you can see Muranaka just kind of take this pose as he just like slices
As
it up.
Makoto and Hell both fall from the sky.
And then
Thunk.
you can see him, Makoto just go, or Shizuka, he just goes.
As
and
he's
starts
struck
breathing
by a
again.
tail!
Oh no, not again!
Sorry, I'm rolling on myself.
It's fine. You'll take
I'm self-imposing.
17
fall
more
damage.
points.
Wait. Did you do the penalty?
Oh, the 1d6.
What are you taking damage from?
Synaptic stat.
Synaptic
Health
static. I imposed fall damage on myself because it's funny.
Well,
yeah, you got.
look at you, Mr. Honest Pants. Go ahead and take a point of inspiration.
Thank you.
All right, so you get smacked by a tail. You can take a...
Catherine,
What?
you
It-
didn't do the synaptic
You have
static
to
penalty.
roll a d6 for synaptic static, and that gets subtracted from the attack roll, is what Shizuka was saying. My thing was entirely separate.
Still hits me. Thanks.
And I'm going to bend luck it to reduce it even more. Roll a 1d4, please.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't hit me anymore.
Okay. So, reverse that 17 damage off. You can take an attack of opportunity as it runs over to bite Shizuka.
Okay, hold on. Attack of opportunity first.
Don't roll one. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oops, I can turn.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah,
Oh,
dang it.
Hold on.
I was too busy getting smacked to.
Wait, it might not have been a hit.
Yeah, the D6 again.
Yeah.
I forgot again. Oh, that's not
So-
fun. They told me this would be fun.
To be fair, that's a 5th level spell that just got burned, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am not at that low health. Why am I at 41 health?
Because he did the damage before he remembered to roll the d6.
shit.
Just.
And I corrected
Correct,
it
okay.
on the wrong person.
Who did you correct?
You corrected
the-
it on the T-Rex.
That's fair, right?
It's a vampire T-Rex.
It's fine.
Hold on, let me write this down. I'm gonna need to put this in the Tower of Terror.
How?
Only if we could befriend it.
4
T-Rex.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Knowing you guys, you probably would befriend it.
Final boss is a vampire Turesque with rogue levels.
No, the final boss is Gary. Come on, we already knew that.
Okay, sorry. Second to last boss is a vampire Turesque with rogue levels.
Gary's just like sitting there. I'm not dead.
How? When you took the fall, you did fall prone. You'll have to spend half your movement standing
Okay,
up,
that's fine. I will do that.
and it is your turn.
I'm going to move into the T-Rex's range.
Nice.
or
Grab him
my
by the
range
tail
of
and
the
spin.
T-Rex. I'm just gonna hit him.
So long, Gay Bowser.
So yeah, I'm gonna take my 2 quarterstaff attacks.
Oh, it's a hit.
Nice. Second quarterstaff attack. Cool.
Oh, it showed a 1 on my end. That was confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Huh.
It's not showing the damage for me though, but
Some
And
nice
then
hits
I
here.
am going to patient defense, spend a key to impose disadvantage, but try to keep its attention.
Okay. What happens with that patient defense?
It has disadvantage on attack rolls. Everything has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
He was able to use dodge as a bonus action.
Dodge is a bonus action.
I'm with
sorry.
you. Okay, no problem.
And so yeah, it's just dodge.
I thought it imposed like Sentinel or something like that. But Shizuka, it's your turn.
No. Sentinel is its own thing.
so Shizuka is going to go over here now.
Okay. Attack of hold on.
Wait, can you remove
Roll.
all the lines?
Do what?
Hang on, what am I targeting? There we go. Alright, go ahead.
Remember, you moved out of its threat range,
Yep,
so
so
it gets an attack against you. I rolled a 3.
Remember to hit the -3 modifier before you roll, Catherine. Because I assume that's what that D6 is for.
Yes. Thank you. And it is targeting you.
I am going to respond in kind.
And odd bite.
I don't think you can opportunity attack the opportunity attack.
Don't
I have to look up how it's
think so.
phrased.
I'll have to think about that. Anyways, odds bite, evens tail. Evens tail. Okay.
Oh, now put the -3 again.
Sentinel.
Okay.
Creature within an
Never mind, doesn't
when
matter.
any creature with an opportunity.
Yeah. Sorry. I see what you're saying there.
Creature provoke an attack of opportunity.
I think a 19 will still strike.
Even if it is engaged. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack
Carry on, Shizuka.
against a target other than you.
That sounds right. So I think you do get to make it there. 'Cause it
As
doesn't
for
say an
right
attack.
now, I'll rule that you can. Look it up
Okay.
afterwards, and then we'll take a look.
Okay.
I don't know if reactions count as an attack. That's the only thing.
Okay. I just was saying because I know I've done it before. I'll make sure.
I think it would. You would be able to because otherwise it would say the attack action.
Right.
It's Sentinel, right?
Like melee
Yeah,
attack
it's
or
Sentinel.
spell attack. It's all
This
attack.
And you-
this is not an attack of opportunity. This is a weapon attack. So its speed is not 0.
Well, it's also not its turn.
It's
so
also
it
not
doesn't
its
matter.
turn, but yeah.
Shizuka, what were you moving to do?
She was just gonna create some distance, and then she was just going to lob a chromatic orb at it.
Okay. You toss it, it strikes against it.
And then he takes...
Oh, I thought you were picking up one of the orbs that were in the chamber. I'm with you now.
Oh. Yeah, so she just runs to cast, and then... It's a tier, so I get to pick what kind of damage he takes.
I don't think it has any sort of immunities. You would know, you polymorphed into this several times.
Let's say acid.
It doesn't have any resistances or immunities.
So,
So it takes 10 acid damage.
Nice, as part of its flesh starts to burn away.
the only conditions for triggering a sentinel is the creature's within 5 feet. It makes an attack against a target that isn't you,
And it doesn't.
and the
And it also
creature that's
doesn't.
making the attack does not have sentinel.
I would rule this
It
as
also
yes,
notes-
and it can't be abused because it uses Hal's reaction.
That's true. I was just worried about like I was just worried about like an attack chain, but I guess that sentinel.
It's I view it like
Yeah,
counter
it
spell.
does use your reaction.
Yeah, so I just used my reaction, so I can't stop him from moving now. If he tries to move.
No, what I was worried about was a situation like T-Rex makes opportunity attack, Hal responds, person next to Hal responds and attacks Hal. That person gets attacked by someone else with sentinel. Just a chain.
Yeah.
I would say in probably a few fringe cases that might happen, but typically
Well,
no.
it says as long as well, they can't have the sentinel feat for you to opportunity attack them that way, so that's nipped in the bud.
And you can't combine it with the tunnel fighter fighting style.
Because that uses a reaction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Shizuka, you do your chromatic orb as acid bursts against the flesh of this T-Rex. It shrieks in pain. Anything else? If not, it will be Boris's turn.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do.
You're quintuple muted.
The circle.
I said my turn's over.
No, that was the Boris.
The circle isn't continuously acting, correct?
No.
Okay.
No, but now that you say something, all of the light has now left the room. It is complete darkness.
Lovely. And unfortunately, I do not have my cape on. Or my goggles? Cap? What are those fucking things as they see in the darkness thing?
Goggles of the night?
Yes, that one. Well, since we can't see anything, I'm going to... Let's see. Actually. Three, 4, 5. I'm just going to fly in this. I'm just gonna fly this way, hoping that I find somebody.
You meet the wall.
And I smack into the fucking wall.
Bird in a window syndrome.
You just hear Boris. You hear some wing flaps, and then just kind of a loud thud, and Boris just cursing.
Take that, you foul creature! Thunk.
And he's going to go start searching for his goggles of night sight, so he might be able to do something.
Oh, you're going to interact with an item in your pouch? Yeah, you can have them for next round.
Okay.
Muranaka. The world has
can't
blinded
see.
you.
Do I have a torch? I do.
Okay.
Could you, quick question,
Mhm.
Muranaka.
Yes.
Considering we have the exact same initiative order, would you mind if I took my turn first?
How about this?
Slightly important question.
It is a slightly-
still dominated?
I will use my bonus action to just take a quick breather here. I guess it needs to go in actions first. Okay, rolling a d10. Okay. So I'm just gonna like sheath my swords, take a breather, and try and not give away my position to the big T-Rex.
Okay.
That's it. That's what I'm doing.
You also get your fighter level added to that if that's
Yes.
second win. Just a reminder.
You mean his monk level?
Sorry, monk level. I don't know if that's the case.
No, it's fighter level. So it's like 20, right, Athrun?
Yeah. 20th level fighter.
Yeah.
That's totally what it is. Makoto.
All right, I'm gonna move right here because, correct me if I'm wrong, but no one can see, right? Because of total darkness.
It is a completely pitch black room. Only those gifted
Perfect.
are able to see.
Perfect.
And that critical. Oh. As it gets a Daikatana right up his... It shrieks in pain as you can feel the wind from the tail kind of swiping back and forth as you follow up with another attack. Oh, another 13 points of damage. You can hear the droplets of blood start to hit the floor. It's bleeding from several wounds. Anything else?
No.
All right, so kind of...
See, I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna use Dispel Magic, but then you said lights out, and I'm like, I have to take advantage of this.
Fair enough. All right, so it's going to sniff the air. It is going to try to attack Howl with a bite disadvantage. Let me roll to see if it even gets in the ballpark here.
Yeah, see, now I feel like I wasted my dodge.
Well, I mean, you guys did have a precursor here. It is going to strike at you at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh,
and that was on Shizuka. Let me change that, because that would not have been fun. There we go.
Well, it's a miss either way.
My AC is higher than Shizuka's.
And same thing. It's going to try to do a tail at whatever the hell is behind
You're
him.
forgetting the penalty.
It didn't
matter.
That one doesn't matter.
Okay. It's a penalty of 4, not +4, at disadvantage. And tail. Miss. Top of the order.
I'm gonna punch it at disadvantage. Because I can't see shit. Still hit it. Because it's really big.
And percentile-wise, you do find purchase.
Oh,
10
cool.
points.
And, knock
Exceeds
it
by
out.
8. Suibari, you will take 8 points of damage as you pop back.
Oh. Fucking
Makoto's gonna help Subari to his feet as best he can.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah. Sorry, I probably should have seen a trap like that coming, so that's kind of my fault.
Does anybody light up a light source? It is still completely pitch dark.
Oh yeah.
I have dark vision. There were people looking for us before we walked in here. We need to get moving.
Yeah, we do. That was loud, and also the pillar got destroyed. So
Is the door open?
The door is not open, but it is still there. I heard some people were kind of lighting up the torches. It looks completely unmarked.
I bet Chizuku just says, "All right, everyone move."
Yeah, I want to try to tackle this door.
No,
Oh.
I'm gonna.
we don't know what you're gonna do, but I imagine it's something.
I see people clearing out.
Yeah, what are we doing? I'm just gonna get out of this circle. That doesn't mean anything anymore.
I'll remove it. Pointers.
Maybe that's probably a bad idea. Gotta be real with you. I think
I
the
mean-
shoulder.
We've already made a lot of noise as it is.
Yeah, but making more.
Let me try this, and we can escalate from there.
Yeah, let's do the shoulder attack. He'll shoulder attack first. If that doesn't work, then blow it up.
Fine, go for it.
I've still got my.
Just make me an athletics.
Okay.
I still have my door ram if we want to try and use that to.
Oh my god, you actually brought it?
Oh, yeah, let me do that. I have +8 on.
Listen, it fit in the bag of or it fit in the bag. So
I was
it
thinking,
just
I
like,
wish
oh,
I
let's
had
take
brought
this.
one.
Okay, and I
Let's
imagine
do it
you've got
together and get advantage.
yeah, you got 3 others, so you can roll with advantage.
Who's the
Cool.
strongest? I got a +8.
You.
I
Actually,
actually
might be Hal.
might have higher because I have a 21 strength right now.
So +5.
I have a +9 because I have
Alright, I'll help you
proficiency in athletics.
All right, then you roll.
You also get a
Okay.
+4.
Okay,
With
so
advantage.
also a +4.
So it's
how-
strength +4.
How do I do a +4?
Modifier
Oh, I
roll it
can-
up.
That modifier, just mouse wheel until it says +4. And then click the advantage button.
What? Why is it?
Oh, I never know you did that. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, +4 advantage. And then athletics.
So
That's a 3.5 ass roll right there.
I mean, basically, as you bring the ram, you guys all look each other in the eye and strike at that precise moment. The door just smacks, and you can feel the shifting of the weight as it wobbles ever so slightly. It kind of hangs there for a moment. You guys just stare kind of incredulously at this door, and a few moments later it tips and falls forward. I will reveal just a little bit more of the map. This and this. In this hallway, you are greeted with a very thick fog, not just covering the ankles or the knees, completely consuming this hallway. As you guys kind of weigh what to do next, we're going to take just kind of like a quick 10-minute break. Let's be back at 20 after. How's that sound?
Okay.
Good
'cause
job
I
not
really
killing
gotta
yourselves.
pee. I have been very surprised all night that we have not died.
That was pretty close. You guys pretty much could have ate shit there. All right. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of surprised another Dispel Magic attempt wasn't made.
Yeah,
Burning a lot of spell slot.
yeah, we are. We kind of burned through a lot of resources on this.
So far, I haven't had to do anything, so I'm still fresh.
I'm down 2 HP, and that's
I'm
it.
down to my last key.
Those take half an hour, right?
Hey,
Short
does
rest.
anybody want a potion?
Is it short rest? I thought it was a special thing where it's literally just half an hour.
No, it's refreshes on short rest. I could use a potion,
Okay.
by the way, Muranaka. That would
I'll be right back.
fantastic.
Here, you can have a potion.
It's 4d4 plus 4, or is it 2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2. I drank 2 of them.
Okay. Plus 2, 2d4.
Anybody else? I've still got a few left.
I'll
And
take
by a
one.
few, you mean like 20.
I have 18 remaining after I pass
I'll
one.
take one.
Yeah, we should hang on to most of those. I'm okay at
Yeah,
this point.
I'm still pretty close to top
I
dog.
passed.
That was weird. I'll be back.
That was me repeating 3 times in a row. I'll take one.
Yes,
We
and
actually
I
heard
gave you
that.
one.
I was saying the like weird, like it sounded like styrofoam on a microphone. Sound was weird.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Thank
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello. Looks like we're losing.
Yeah, I say Ryukin lost connection.
No, I think he's going to work.
Oh, he got called out?
Yeah, looks like it.
I see that he had drank a few potions.
I forgot his +4 on the 2 potions that he drank.
I'll adjust his hit points.
I just noticed that when I looked over.
All right, updated. So, everybody here?
Yeah.
Seems awfully quiet.
Okay, I'm back again. I had to
Welcome
grab my pizza.
Welcome back.
I just got it back.
Yeah, no problem. I like this vote option. I'm using the crap out of it.
Yeah, I noticed. So Ryukin had to leave.
Yeah, he had to go
Looks
save.
like it.
He had to go save lives.
Yep. Fair enough.
Both IRL and in game.
So my thought. I was thinking maybe I should scout ahead in this particular case.
Sure.
I think the other 3 are still AFK.
Which... Oh, check this here. Dude.
I think Hal and Shizuka are AFK.
I'm here. I just got back. What I missed.
Welcome back. Just discussing what the next course of action is. Makoto had suggested that maybe he should scout ahead. Welcome back, Hal. And I think that's everybody. As far as, you know, there's impending danger outside, but they may not discover you in this dark room. I know...
Yeah, I'm saying... sorry.
No, Murnaka had chugged a couple potions real quick. I didn't know what the others were thinking in regards to healing.
I'm still pretty close to full, so I'm just gonna keep...
I'm also gonna just hang on to my current hit points.
Okay.
I think we should all just get in there and try to prop the door back up like nobody...
I like that idea. The next guy who opens it is gonna be like, I didn't bring
What did you do?
Oh, we should wedge it. So he has to knock it in.
At least we'd know if they're coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And better yet, we cut off our retreat.
I see
Well,
nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
if that happens, we're gonna be stuck between a rock and a hard place without that pun I accidentally did.
I mean,
True.
you know this place is guarded and warded. You obviously know that they've felt your presence. They're actively looking for you. But something about this trap hit a little too close to home for some of the party members.
They know it's us, and they know our tactics. So we should switch up our tactics to things that they aren't expecting.
On it.
I mean, we were being stealthy.
No,
That's exactly the opposite of our tactics usually.
fair enough. But like I said, something about this trap was almost as though it was custom tailored.
But it was triangle guy.
It's that damn Kender.
Damn you, calendar man!
Cool. Oh, what's the vote for?
Just
If you're here.
If you're here.
Oh.
So we're all here then.
Yep. What would you guys like to do?
Well, my
cool.
vote is we all get in there quick and try to prop the door back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, how misty is it? Can we see over?
It's pea green soup.
Like,
Visibility is nil. It is just a fog.
let me check if I got something. I
You can
forget if I
barely
grabbed the
see
spell
that.
for this.
You barely see the hand in front of your face.
I did not. Okay.
Yeah, well, so first things first, we all get inside and try to prop the door.
Well, okay, maybe one person should go. The smoke is green. Somebody should be the guest. I will do it.
Not it.
But once we go in, just keep a hand on whoever's in front of you. Single.
Okay. Everybody cool with that plan?
Yeah, I will cover the back, and since I have highest strength, I will put the door back.
Will you guys just line up in a pecking order, so to speak? You guys should have free movement, I think.
Yeah.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to reveal a portion of the map here. It's going to be a big chunk. As you guys start to move down the hallway, of course, you prop the door up the best that you can. Nothing but, I imagine, torches to kind of guide your way. It provides just a little bit of light and visibility moving through these, I don't know, thick smog filled chamber. As you move down, if you kind of brush against the wall in some of these places, you can feel almost like this slimy sort of residue stick to your clothing as you pass through. When you get, I'm just going to move Sue here, to about here. The scenery changes. You can see barely past the fog as you kind of poke your head in, almost into a different sort of world. You don't even know how to describe the area that you're in. I'm going to reveal part of the map here. A few seconds. This odd sort of otherworldly environment greets you. You can see the flashing of lights at some of these panels. Ignore the bodies that are there. It's just part of the map.
Okay.
It's not there. You can see that there has been damage done to this area, but it's unlike anything that you've ever seen before. It resembles like the deck of a ship, but it's covered in metal and flashing lights and just just odd sorts of panels and coverings and.
Do you have the club theme for Mass Effect?
I do not.
Which one?
Any of them.
All right. Well, I want.
Warnock is not here. What am I doing? One of us has to move him forward, don't we?
Oh, I was just moving him to show reference, so it's not a big deal. Again, you don't see the site until you poke your head. The fog is the entire way through as you touch these slime kind of covered walls.
Well, this is the most interesting thing I've seen in a while, so I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay.
Ricardo's gonna cast Prestidigitation to clean off his hands.
Yeah, I know. I want to go over, check out the panel.
You've got free movement here, so just kind of describe what you guys are doing. Sue, as you walk over towards the panel, you can see a myriad of flashing lights and just small. Some are circular, some are square, some seem to be like metal sorts of. Odd sorts of toggles is the best thing that you can describe it as. You've never seen anything quite like this. This does not belong in Valoris, whatever this is.
Well, I'm gonna touch a button.
Okay.
I'm keeping a watch for any hostiles. Once I come in, and I don't know if you saw, I would have grabbed some rubble from the room to help like prop the door up, so it
doesn't immediately fall.
Yeah, so like they would have to like push on it for it to fall, and given that they probably know it's warded.
Okay, duly noted. As you guys start to explore, Sue gets a little curious, and he presses one of the buttons. You see a small sort of, you don't even know how to describe it. They're people in the room with you, but they're not there. You can see through them. It's like you guys just suddenly saw a ghost, and this large, slender humanoid man, bald head in the back, but this it's something about him seems off, and is talking to one of the Quaggoths, and turns, and you there's a audio component as well.
I try to punch it.
Your hand goes right through.
What are they talking about?
How much longer? We're working as fast as we can. We just need more material. That is unacceptable. We must reach back to the stars. What are the two test subjects? They're still sedated, but they're doing their job admirably. The city will soon be under your control. This pleases us. Carry on.
As the video display fades out to silence.
So, the fuck was that?
Okay, I've seen a lot of weird things, but I wasn't expecting the Raven Goddess to be literal about invaders from the star.
I mean, like, it looked like a ghost, but I can punch ghosts, and I couldn't punch this. I am confused.
Mayhap it's some new form of ghost.
No, they probably would have noticed us. Some kind of illusion?
Maybe an
This
illusion.
look magical to me.
Illusion of maybe something some other time?
It's definitely a very weird kind of magic for sure. Nothing that you guys have ever encountered.
Okay.
Can we poke some of these pretty buttons?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
absolutely
one
can.
button made ghosts, so Let's try some more.
Let's push it again. I think we should push it again.
You're trying to give my paranoid ass a heart attack, all right?
Let's push the same button.
As the video replays.
Okay, I just want to point out, everyone but the foxes are pushing the buttons, apparently.
I'm not pushing
Yeah,
any fucking
seriously.
buttons.
You said there were knobs and dials?
There's
Yeah.
all sorts of crazy things. Who knows what would happen?
I am pushing no buttons. I am paranoid as fuck and keeping an eye out for hostiles.
Thank
I
God
wanna know how
Naz
this
isn't
thing
here.
Ooh, buttons. I love
Honestly, I
buttons.
kind of wish Naz was here. He would maybe have any idea what the fuck any of this is.
I'm gonna go on this side of the thing and just kind of look.
Here, are those rooms there in the top right?
Yeah, are there any more doors?
Yes, it appears those are indeed at least skeletal structures of rooms. You can see through them. They haven't been completely rebuilt yet.
Is there, so there's nothing in them. They're building those.
That's not true. As you start to examine on the insides, you find what appears to be, the only way that you can describe it is a small cloth like treasure chest. Inside you see various sorts of metal implements.
Well, I will grab that.
You find a small device. It's pretty comfortable in the grip. You imagine it's some sort of like dagger. It's got kind of a molded sort of handle. It's not of a material that you know of. It's got a small, slender, like shiv-like staff, and it comes up to almost a star point.
What a strange device or tool. Weapon.
Yeah, it's definitely a dagger.
Are there any labels on those buttons that everyone else was poking?
So it appears that there is some sort of script written, but it is not in a language that you inherently know.
Boris.
Hey,
Boris hat.
Boris puts on his hat.
Okay. And that allows you to read written language?
He
Yes.
puts on his thinking cap. It's helm of comprehend languages.
Yeah,
So
you squeeze a lemon on the top and you go to work. Bizarre reference. Anyways. As you start to investigate some of these buttons, some of the words, they translate, but you don't know exactly what they're written as, or you don't know how they translate into your own language. So when it's translated, it doesn't make sense. But some of them you do. You've heard the terms port and starboard. You see those listed, but the word, you don't know exactly what it means. Port and starboard something. Not even a base clue. You can make an intelligence check if you want.
All right. I will make an int check.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't comprehend. You see a couple dials with small like symbol type letters, but they don't really spell out words, and they seem to have dials and gauges that kind of dip between different sorts of numbers, like 0 to 150, 0 to 1,000, things of that nature. Some of them are in percentile gauges. One of them you see is forward viewport.
I'm going to ask, does anybody else mind if I press another button?
So far, nothing bad's happened.
I mean, they already know we're here because we've already pushed buttons. So, what's the worst that could happen?
Boris reaches out a single talon and just kind of pokes the button that says forward viewport.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
No, something entirely different.
That would be entirely in our favor, to be fair.
And now for something completely different. I mean, we would all die, but at least the quest would be completed.
No, we'd have time to run.
We would all die a slow and wasting death
We don't know what this button's on.
because of a curse from a god.
Do you press the button?
Yes.
I heard a yes. So if you look on the map somewhere around Area 5, the front, which appeared to be a wall, starts to vibrate and slide outwards. You can now see the fore of the ship. Let me do this. You see these long kind of tendrils poking out. You can see outside even. If you remember correctly, you saw these large protrusions on the outside of the mountain. Does anyone want to get closer to the viewport and inspect outside?
What am I looking at?
Sure.
I'm watching the exits, if there are any exits.
So you notice two. Let me grab token. I'll use these.
Oh, I just realized that area that thing right above the fore, that's the captain's chair, isn't it?
Yes, it does appear to be a chair.
That's an out-of-character question, obviously.
Yeah, but you guys would notice the chair seated there. It seems like it can swivel and might actually sit the user very close to these buttons. Out the front, you can see kind of the menagerie of beasts under their control, kind of moving material about. You can see a couple large trolls moving this kind of heavy cart, and they're lifting these strange objects onto another little platform. It doesn't have wheels. It seems to be just floating there. Maybe it's magic. You have no idea. You can see some of the Quaggoths kind of moving about.
Is anyone looking? Boris is going to ask if they see anybody looking up at us or down.
It's on the chair.
So everybody is kind of down below at the ground level. It doesn't appear that they're paying you any sort of mind. Either they can't see you or they have not noticed you.
Before they notice, I'm going to ask if anybody minds if we push the button again and see if it turns it back off.
Sure.
Boris pokes the button again.
Okay. And just the same as before, the metal sleeves start to close in on one another.
All right.
So, Barry, I don't think we're in Valoris anymore.
This has been the weirdest weekend of my life.
So,
I'll drink to that, bro.
are there any buttons on the chair?
On the chair itself?
Yeah,
Let's find out.
because that's where she's good sitting right now.
And survey says you see a small row next to you, maybe 3 or 4 buttons. A red one, a blue one, and a green one.
Check what they say first.
Yes, because I can totally read this language.
It's almost like we don't have a bird that can read this language.
I'm going
Just
to
try the one with the least angry looking letter.
I'm going to come around and come read more of the buttons. Where does people want buttons read?
She's got 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come around.
Yeah, as you swing around and read some of these, one of them says intercom. One of them says alert.
I'm definitely not pushing that one.
And one of them is unmarked.
Which color is the unmarked one?
The green one.
Yeah, what? I'm not going to press any of these, and I'm going to, because I have no clue what intercom means. Alert seems bad, and green buttons that we don't know what it does seem like a bad plan.
So far, nothing but good things have happened. I'm
going to look underneath the table and look for magical runes of some kind and see if I can figure out where the magic is coming from.
Okay, roll me an investigate.
I'm trying to keep this entirely within character.
Oh no, that's
knowledge.
awesome.
Nope.
You are just scratching your head. Like, it's weird because everything's like, all the table is made out of metal, yet there are like they're like doors that are bolted on. You can't even open these. It's weird.
Did the shapes on the doors match the shapes on the dagger?
As you proclaim over Tsubari, let me see that dagger.
I clutch the dagger to my chest. What do you want with my dagger?
I think it might fit in these holes on this door. It might be a key. Oh, super fucking weird key.
All right, I'll come over and try the.
Did I just learn what a screwdriver is?
You guys found the screwdriver. Yeah, it looks like you try it on one and you're just about to give up and it just doesn't budge, and you finally stick it in another one and it goes pop. And you keep turning and this metal kind of extruded part just kind of keeps coming towards you until it falls to the floor.
How strange.
That corner of the door is now kind of floppy.
Is it enough that I can open it?
Well, you're a strong boy. You could probably pop it off.
I mean, I'll probably just let Suibari.
Oh, I'm definitely popping that thing open.
Open more of these things, or like remove more of the screws.
Who cares? We're probably blowing this thing up when we leave anyway.
True, but we also made a deal with a god to retrieve the power source, which I assume is some kind of magic. And since all of this stuff seems to be powered by some kind of magic, I'm gonna see if I can...
All right, I'll open it.
So Hal, solution is simple. We grab the power source and blow everything else the fuck up.
Yeah, no, that was the plan. I just, like...
What are we going to use to blow it up with if we're taking the power source?
Makoto just holds his hand up as, blue fire's just sitting on top of it. How the fuck do you think we're gonna blow it up?
We'll figure something out.
All right,
Okay.
Let's open that panel up and see what's inside.
All right, so you guys pop open that panel, and you're greeted with something truly terrifying. You remember hearing
episode.
You remember hearing stories of some of the far off places where man should not be, in the thick wildlands. These kind of long amphibian reptile sort of creatures, slender with odd colored markings on their backs, poisonous, venomous snakes as they're just all kind of lined up inside this panel. Oh, they're not snakes.
I imagine from talking with Naz enough, I know what wires are.
I'm going to take one.
You're going to try to yank on one of these wires?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
It seems to run on some sort of electricity.
It does indeed. Let's do
That is correct.
As you yank on the wire, you get zapped by a small arc that runs kind of up your arm through your chest. 7 points of damage. As the console, this kind of pink area, do I got a boop? Just powers down. Boris, as you're kind of looking over some of the other panels, one thing might catch your eye. You see a couple buttons listed as Experiment A and B.
There's one that says experiment here, another one that says experiment. Do I want to press them?
Is there anything that says map on it? Because I feel like experiments are not the best idea.
That's a really good point. Atherin, is there... Can I look for one that says map?
It'll take you a while to kind of discern it between all of these buttons, but eventually, after a few minutes, you will find one. You press the button. Hal starts swinging at more shapes that appear in the room.
Ghosts! Oh god!
You've never seen anything quite like this. You can see these shapes, and after a while, you guys will recognize them as the stars, but you're seeing other objects there as well. You'll see kind of, some of them are spherical in shape, pretty good sized mass compared to these other small kind of dots floating around. Some of them have these large ring-like discs that spin around with this sort of round object as well, and it kind of floats through as it's kind of moving as though perhaps there's a center point that's moving, and eventually it winds up at a very particular location, and you see I don't have a image prepared. Is everybody familiar with a nautiloid? I can probably find a picture here real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. Gonna be a crude picture, but I will post it in our Discord chat.
Don't mind all the random gifs I posted today.
I love the Klingons. Got the green wire, do it.
Gotcha.
That out of Warhammer?
Spelljammer.
That's straight out of D&D, baby.
Mm.
I think that's what we're actually in right now, out of character.
So I was actually hoping for a map of this ship. But also the stars, apparently.
Mm-hmm. You don't know what it means, but now you've seen it.
Can I tell? Is there any kind of anything highlighted?
Unfortunately, no. But the only thing that truly sticks out is this odd-shaped vessel. You can see the tendrils at the front. Tendrils you've recently seen.
Boris, are there any labels on this glowy ghost map?
No.
Boris is going to come over to the glowy ghost map. And...
There are not? Okay.
No, never mind.
Darn.
Actually, Boris is going to come over and see if he can he sees what happens if he points at one, like if he can interact with it in any way, like point, poke, wave his hand through everything.
So you go over and you try to kind of move through the object with your hands at first, and then I don't know, you catch it in just the right way. You're not exactly sure of the mannerism that you had to do to interact with it, but a small pop-out panel comes up and just filled with all sorts of science jargon that you have no idea about. That you look at it this way: you take some, like a science paper or journal, put it into Google Translate, back and forth about 3 times. That's about as much as you understand of it.
He just starts reading, and it's just Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet conceptor this
gas. I know the word gas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got percentages and all sorts of.
Anything about the word power or
Does this thing look like it's got one level? Like in those rooms, are there ceilings? Like, can I see above?
Some of it's been partially constructed, but nearly the entire top half of this has just been obliterated. You're not exactly sure what happened.
Is there any way out of here?
Yes, I marked them with the blue.
Bottom right.
Blue dots.
Oh, I see.
So there is another way out.
There is indeed.
I would like to, making the assumption that those wires are what are somehow bringing the magic to this console. Or to this table. Sorry. Slipped for a second. I would like to see where they are going.
You're wanting to see where the lights are leading you?
The wires.
Where the wires are leading.
Ah, gotcha. They go down into the floor panels.
Okay, so if we want the whatever magical power source makes this thing work, we will need to go below here.
Oh, lovely.
Is there a door?
There's one over there.
I mean, is there a door going down?
Yeah, that's what I was asking about
Group
earlier.
investigate DC 18.
Boris, what do these rooms mean again?
Depends on which one we're looking at.
The one that was like going down the list.
The ones in front of you are likely don't touch because one of them said alarm.
Something that says intercom, one that says alarm, and then one that's unlabeled but is green. But we also don't know if green is good or bad.
You guys spend some
poison is
time
green.
scouring the floor, but you don't see any visible way down, at least not from this level.
We're missing one investigation roll.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Well, son of a bitch. I said DC 30, right?
You said
No,
DC
you said
18.
I did,
You said
didn't
18.
I did. As you guys are just about done searching, you guys are going to find a small panel. It's kind of tucked away. It was some of this debris was either placed here deliberately or you're not quite sure. But as you kind of move it away, you find the fittings kind
Fuck
of
it. Crowbar open.
essentially, yeah. You can find one of the implements in the bag, given enough time, which right now you seem to have plenty of. As you pop open that shaft, and a small light appears down at the bottom.
So, do you mind if I press this button? And she points at the green one, the one that had no label.
Are you gonna press it?
She's asking Boris, you think that's a good idea? So this is alarm and this is enter what? Enter something or whatever. I mean, green has to mean good, right? If we're going by color.
Poison's green.
Yeah, poison's green.
So is acid. Maybe it drops acid on the chair.
Anyway, it's aside from that small light, it seems pretty dark down there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I really want to press it though.
Press it again.
It off.
And she presses the green button again. Is this a radio? Out of character?
What's a radio?
Is there a button that says stop or off, Boris?
Maybe that's what intercom means.
Maybe that is what intercom means.
I'm gonna come over and see if I can find a stop button.
Good time to find out.
Yeah, it might be a good time to leave and be not here.
Wait, you... Whoever has
what's over
the key
here?
thing, come here.
All right.
Open this one.
Do I
It's Boris points to the console that...
do I see any
Do you see any what?
screws on the console?
Yeah, you can open up all these panels if you want.
On the chair that she's pressing the green button?
You're trying to like disassemble the chair?
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah, you'll find a few things. It's not exactly slotted the same, but with enough strength, you can make anything happen.
All right, let's pop this baby open.
No, it's in the
This
floor.
looks like a doorway.
But there's a hole in the floor that we found that we think leads to the power source, which we need to give to Lolth, or we're all going to die except for you and Suibari.
So, I had a question that I don't think was answered.
What's your
because of all
question?
those shenanigans. It seems pretty dark on that way down, aside from the light at the bottom, doesn't it?
That is correct.
Well, I guess I should go first then.
I have
Okay.
goggles.
Okay.
I can naturally see in like pitch black.
That you can.
I use the word naturally very loosely here. Don't at me.
So you definitely move over to this metal ladder, climb your way down. Inside, you can see all sorts of conduits, cables, whatever you want to call them, kind of running through. You can see a large hole on the port side of this vessel. And you can see a mass of wires going
Memory
out
check.
to okay, go ahead.
Memory check. How similar does this all look to the inside of the archway above Tantibus?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. You wouldn't put it outside the realm of possibility, but nothing immediately strikes you as, aha, these are identical. But it doesn't root it out as a possibility. You would lean towards yes.
Hmm. Well then, I guess I'll keep climbing down then.
That you were at the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, it's just kind of the bottom floor. This vessel, it's not incredibly large. It seems, I mean, you guys can obviously move about comfortable. Maybe they're roughly the size of a galleon.
Makoto's gonna link Pearl up. Coast is clear.
All right, everybody go. I'll bring up the rear again.
Did you tell them about the Did you tell them about the wiring that's kind of running out the side of the ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, does it look like there's a way out if it's being powered from outside?
Does it?
You couldn't fit through that. It looks like they had someone had purposely not punctured a hole, but kind of created a small pocket where these conduits that once fed the innards of the ship are now funneling out the side.
I'm going to go down, and I'd like to try to do a perception check to try to get like a destination and like mark it in my mind so I can like figure out when we get close to where the wires are going. Would that be possible?
Yeah, you can definitely go down and investigate. You'll see, again, they're leading out the side of the ship, but once it gets to the outside, you can't really tell. You just know that they're moving, as per the map, in a northeasterly.
Okay, so we just know a direction. We don't really know. I wasn't sure if it's like open air or like through the rock kind of thing. Like if I could see around it and see if it's like it goes to that building over there kind of thing.
Correct. So either the wiring's coming into the ship, or what it appears to be that the ship's wiring is leading outside somewhere for some reason.
Oh. Can I follow the wires the other way?
You would have to go outside the ship and potentially go out, the port side there at the front.
No. Oh, I meant like, so the wiring is going from the ship out. Does it then like the other end of all of these wires is at the consoles?
Yeah, it comes up and then feeds into the innards of the ship. You don't see any sort of large sort of power source. Actually, the two of you go ahead and make me investigates while you're down there.
Gotcha.
Why are my rolls so bad?
You see
except for that one amazing crit.
You see a small kind of subsection, and you can see another a panel that's listed there. You can tell that there are 3 different colored lights: green at the top, yellow in the middle, red at the bottom. it is hovering. These lights are kind of hovering just into the red, sometimes arching into the yellow. You don't know what it means.
Do we want to be dumb and try to remove the panel?
Yes.
It has worked in our favor so far.
By the way, who has words that they don't understand? Can I just pass the helm of...
Does it take attunement?
No.
Are there
then
words?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to pass it off.
Very few.
Well, see what you can read.
Okay.
Well, I should probably put that on.
You take the helmet.
Because it's dark.
Yeah.
So, as you kind of read some of the inscriptions here, you'll see you're gathering that it's some sort of power level, and you can see that it's most of the ship's power has been switched over to auxiliary. There's just enough for basic functions of the ship. It doesn't appear like it's fully alive. That's the best that I can describe it in a nondescript sort of way.
I get the feeling that this so-called power source has been removed from this
and
vessel.
put somewhere else. That's what I'm getting as well.
We might be able to track it down if we just follow the wires outside.
Yeah, that's probably the case. I didn't want to leave and then find out that like the power supply is in here and they're using this to power everything else.
Well, I guess just taking a look around, I don't see anything. Maybe there's some kind of like pedestal that would be at if it's supposed to be here. That makes
possibly
sense.
As you guys are searching around for this pedestal, kind of at a cursory glance, you do see
Some sort of housing.
What appears to be some sort of large map that maybe Hal was looking for initially.
Oh, like of this ship?
Perhaps. It's kind of folded up.
Well, let's unroll it.
Yeah, I'll take a look at this.
Why am I expecting an alien to pop up anytime?
As the map kind of unfurls there, it is a partial diagram of the ship, and a lot of it you're not going to understand. It is a builder's level wiring schematic, and you can see that an area where you think that might have been a power source has been removed out of this ship. It's not in the section where it should be, and you can see that they have kind of drawn in lines that are leading off, kind of snaking through some tunnels and leading to something much, much larger. It's not exactly nautiloid shaped, but it dwarfs this ship that you're currently in.
Oh, so this is a small version. You got it.
Perhaps. Those of you on the top deck, as you kind of fumbling around towards the front of the ship, you see a large green hand kind of wrap around the side as it squeezes itself in. Well, what do we have here?
Oh dear.
Roll initiative.